Hey, what's up, guys? I want to thank everybody that did show up. Um, yeah, I got a interesting topic I want to talk about today. All right. So first, let me go take a look real quick. What did we name it? Whoa, that's me. All right. I said, what are your thoughts about this? Read between the lines or just do it? All right. Oh no, get that off the screen. Just me. Just me. Wow. There I am. Hi. All right. All right, before I get into the topic, real quick, I'm gonna give you a quick. Hold on, you can't even see me. I'm blocking my own face. Can't talk to the people, right? Do I just do eye contact? All right. Can you guys hear me out there? I see if I got a few people in there. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. Can you hear me? Nothing? Nothing? I got nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. All right. Well, let's just get into it. Okay, real quick, a little bit about me. All right. Let me take this off so we can. I feel like it's not very professional to block out my own face. Here we go. Boom. All right, here I am. Okay, a little bit about Mike. Okay. For those of you that don't know me, I am. I guess first, I'm an American. Okay, born and raised here in America. Right. I have Puerto Rican bloodline, Panamanian bloodline. That makes me a Black Latino. All right. So I'm Black and Hispanic. And if you know about those bloodlines, they also include the Taino Indians, which are Native Americans. Okay. So this is the reason that I chose this specific topic to talk about today. All right. Thanks, Dan. What's up, Sheed? Appreciate you guys coming through. All right. So this is why I wanted to talk about this today. I came across this article that kind of made my eyes, twitch a little bit as I was going through it. And it was brought to my attention by another big YouTuber. And I thought that with that person putting the article out and putting this information out, that I would see more people talking about this on YouTube or in social media and stuff like that. And I haven't seen anybody really talking about it yet. Maybe I'm just not in the right spaces. All right. So I believe, Dan, we talked about this earlier today. So you know where I'm going with this. All right. So again, I'm Black, I'm Hispanic, and I'm Native. Okay, Native American. So the first article, or the first thing I want to show you guys, is this article that I came across, and I'm going to start at the top real quick. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to skim through it and show you guys some things that made me open my eyes. All right. So if you look at the title, it says revealed. Every single U.S. state is being advised to consider ethnic minorities as critical groups for vaccinations, with half prioritizing Black and Hispanic residents over white. So right away, by reading that, we already know, especially in the Black community, we're very skeptical about. All right, let me see. Let me get this out of here. How do I do this? It's been a while. Nope. Make it bigger. There we go. All right. So many people in the Black community are already skeptical about the health organizations and stuff, and the medical field in America. And there's a basis for it, right? We've had the sickle cell anemia, the Tuskegee trials, the AIDS crisis in the 80s, right? There's always some kind of experiment being done on, Blacks in America, right? So I see this, and and the guy is explaining the article. He's breaking it down, but I couldn't take my eyes off. I was like, consider ethnic minorities as critical groups for vaccination. I was like, okay, well, we're in the year 2020, right? We got the BLM movement coming out, and they're making a big fuss for the black community in America. That come to find out that, you know, they're being used as a political ploy in this whole election process. All right. You know, but they got the message out. So a lot of America fell in line with, hey, blacks need justice. All right. So cool. We see that. Like we're on board with, yes, there should be justice for things that happen to, you know, not just blacks, all minorities, but, you know, blacks are the ones that we see the most televised. You know, the media uses us for their propaganda and all that. All right. So I'm going through the article. All right. What does it say? Half of the U.S. states mentioned racial equity in their plans for the vaccine rollout. What does that mean, racial equity? Okay. So some people would tell you that, okay, there's not as many clinics and hospitals in a black community as there are in the white community. All right. So that's how they're trying to explain it. You know, the way the media is trying to bring it out to us, you know, so I guess they're going to send more vaccine to the black communities and the minority communities. Okay. What is it? The blacks, Hispanics, and natives. What does it say here? California, Louisiana, New Mexico, North Carolina, and Indiana are among those who have listed equity as a key principle for vaccine distribution. New Jersey, California, and Kansas will focus on improving access to the vaccine by targeting transportation issues. All right. That has nothing to do with blacks, Hispanics, or natives. Transportation. All right. That's everybody. It just depends on where you live. Okay. New Mexico will focus on Native American communities. Okay. There's a lot of Native Americans in New Mexico. Makes sense. Many states will be focusing on their communication to black communities who have shown an increased hesitance to take a vaccine. Okay, so kind of like the get out there and vote, right? They're going to send people out into the community and say, hey, you need to go get this vaccine. It's going to save your life. You guys know what that means. All right, go. You got to take the shot. Go get your shot. Anyway, all right, moving on. In the U.S., black and Hispanic people are almost 3 times more likely to die from COVID-19 than whites. Say what? So this new superbug, right, that came out is targeting black and Hispanic. Okay. Now, I did hear earlier in the year, we did hear some things about we heard some things about the black people being more they're going to get it. They're more susceptible, right? That's the word I'm looking for. They're more susceptible to contracting COVID. Okay, so they told us that. I remember that earlier in the year. A few months after they locked everything down, then they said, oh, yeah, by the way, black people, you're most likely going to get it. Okay. All right. So this is why I say read between the lines or just do it. Okay. Because to me, that was like a setup to get us to fall in line. Okay. Because they didn't just say, hey, America, there's a super bug going on. Oh, no, black people, you really got a good chance of catching this bug. Because the bug just looks around, right? And then when they see the black on top, say, oh, get that one. Is that what the bug's doing? Somebody coughs and it's, you know, their germs seek out the black folks. If you're in a place where there's no black people, are people there getting it? in London, where they have a very small portion of the London community is black, but they have a whole lot of people contracting this disease. So they're telling us that in London, in England, where there's a very small amount of black folks, but a lot of people are contracting the disease, that when it gets to America, it's seeking out the black folks and the Hispanics and the natives. What's up, Professor Black Ops? Thanks for coming through, bro. Yeah, we're just getting started. Okay, so this is what they were telling us, right? In the world, even in places that didn't have black people, but they had millions and millions of people catching this COVID, they're telling us that this bug is seeking out black folks. In China, where we've got the first instances, millions of people got it. They didn't say, hey, black people, this bug is killing us, but it really wants you. They didn't say that. But when it got to America, that's what they told us. That's what was put out there. This isn't me making stuff up. Everybody heard this. It doesn't matter what news you were watching, whether it was Fox, CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, right? Whoever you were watching, they said black people got a really good chance. You're really susceptible to getting this bug. Exactly. Tell the Chinese that, right? Yeah, in France, they got a lot of Africans in France, so but we didn't hear that story come from France. We didn't hear that come from Spain. We didn't hear that come from Portugal. We didn't hear that come from Germany or Ireland or Scotland. No, but when it came to America, they said, black folks, watch out. It's coming for you. Okay. Like I said, read between the lines or just go with it. All right. So let's go down here real quick. This is a breakdown. The CDC. This is the part that messed me up. Okay, because this isn't political. This is the CDC talking to the government, telling the government what should be done. Okay. The CDC, Center for Disease Control. This is the top organization in the health industry of the United States of America, is telling Americans, give the vaccine to the blacks, the Hispanics, and the natives first. Like I said, read between the lines or just go with it. This is why I want to get your guys' input on this. What's up, Wadner? I'm talking about an article that I saw that was brought to my attention about how the CDC is recommending that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans get the vaccinations first. All right. So something about that just made my mind start, triggering. Okay. Something doesn't sound right. Something's fishy. Okay. I remember when like I said, I'm just going to repeat this real quick. When COVID came out, it was killing a bunch of Chinese people. And then as it crossed the world, I think it avoided the Russians, killed a bunch of Indians. I don't know what the results were in the Middle East. I haven't heard nothing about any of those results, right? But as it got into Europe, it killed a bunch of Germans and Spaniards and everybody else, Portuguese, right? And Ireland, Scotland, and England, and all that. Killed a bunch of people. We didn't hear nothing about a race. We heard about a bug that was killing people. Right? Hey, exactly, Wadner. That's my point, brother. And I just want to see if I'm the only one that feels this way. Am I just tripping? You know what I'm saying? Have I drank too much Kool-Aid? I'm trying to see what's going on. Okay. So as it crossed the Atlantic Ocean and it got to America and the Caribbean and everything, Virgin Islands and the East Coast, the Carolinas and DC and New York, people started dropping like flies, they said, right? And about a month or two after the lockdown, they told us Hey, this bug really likes you black folks. That bug really wants us. We are most likely to catch this bug. Okay, so black folks, minorities, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, so the CDC comes out and says, all you guys need to get the vaccination to the blacks, minorities, and natives first. All right, and so this is the map of the states that have agreed to follow the CDC's guidance. All right, I want you to look at that real quick. All right, what does that look like right there? That looks like our election map. All right, you could almost break it down, except for Wyoming, which is blue over here. You could almost break this down into that's a Democrat and Republican map. And all the blue states. Let's see what it says here. Can you guys see this? Let me blow it up for you. I don't want you guys to think I'm just making shit up. I'll go one more time. Okay, blue states. States giving greater preference to minority communities. Red states. States not giving greater preference to minority communities. So if you live in a blue state, according to this map, you have been prioritized to get the vaccine ahead of elderly white people, rich white people, poor white people, maybe even sick white people. I don't know, because it says minorities get the vaccine first, right? And in the red states, they're like, no, man, whoever comes ask for the vaccine, that's who's going to get it. There's no priorities here. If somebody asks for the vaccine, they're going to get it. So if you live in any of these red states, hey, man, if you believe in this vaccine, you got a good chance. You don't got to wait in line. But in these blue states, if you're a rich white man or a poor white man, you got to wait, bro. Nah. This ain't your vaccine. This is the black vaccine. Nah. This one's for Tyrone, bro. Tyrone and Jesus, they get first dibs, bro. You got to wait. Okay? Yeah. Nah, Uncle Charlie got this one, bro. You got to wait. It's not your turn. It's not your turn. Wait your turn. All right. So yeah, you guys see it. I'm not making this up. Like this is in the article. All right. Then you see. Oh, and remember that what they told us? Okay, that's another thing. That's why this triggered me, was because over the last few weeks we've been seeing people in the news coming out and saying, "Oh, black folks, you guys got to take this vaccine. A black lady helped us make it." Say what? So I'm supposed to trust you because you said because a black lady helped create the vaccine? So I'm supposed to trust this vaccine? Okay, I'm convinced. The black lady made it. Cool. I'm gonna go get it. All right. So a couple other things real quick out of this article. Where did it say? Boom. Vaccination plans. This is just breaking down the states right here and the different things they're doing. Okay. All right. I want you guys to see this though. In the U.S., Black and Hispanic people are almost 3 times more likely to die from COVID than whites. All right. So black people, you have 3 times as much chance of dying than whites. Okay. That means like out of 10, right? 3 people are going to die. 3 blacks going to die, and only one white guy is going to die. That's what this is telling me. Okay. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Just looking at the chat real quick. I don't want to miss anything. Hey, see, there you go, Wadner. That's what I'm talking about. Are we reading between the lines, or are we just gonna go with whatever they tell us? All right, let's see. It comes as the U.S. added a second COVID-19 vaccine to its arsenal on Friday. Oh, and before you guys think I'm just making stuff up, the date of this article. This came out 19 December 2020. So today's the 21st on Saturday. All right. That's where we're at. On Saturday, this article came out. They said they're targeting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans first. And I count as all three. So boom, boom, boom. More than 3,000 deaths a day. Something, what is it? Nursing home residents get the very first doses. Okay. So this is one of the things that bugged me out. They're telling us here that the elderly, that most states, not all states, most states are giving it to their elderly people first. How are they separating this by race? Like, are those numbers really out there, right? So everybody, especially on YouTube and all those, the thinking man, we like to see numbers. We want to see the proof, right? We want to see what's really going on. All right. So this article, they know that, hey, Black YouTube's paying attention. You guys better have your facts in line, right? Where is it? Yeah, we don't care about that guy. Oh, wait. Where is that one line? And in Kansas, health officials have said they will be keeping communities of color in mind as they make further decisions on the vaccine. See, sentences like that, they kind of keep me thinking, man, like, what is there to think about? If you got the vaccine, disperse it. Give it to the places that need it. What do you mean they'll be keeping communities of color in mind as they make further decisions on the vaccine? What? So if the CDC didn't tell you, were you not going to give it to the communities that had minorities? Yeah. Are you guys with me? Hey, what up, American Negro? Thanks, bro. Yeah, come on in. So I'm going to ask again. If the CDC didn't tell you the Black community and the Latino community and the Native American community need it, were you just going to not give them any vaccine at all? Are you telling me that you guys had almost a whole year to plan this out, and on December 19th, you guys are still thinking about how you're going to disperse the vaccine? So most of you guys already know, I don't even believe in this, in this thing. I don't believe it is what they explained it to be. Okay, I do believe that something was created that was killing people and it was dispersed in some very special way. I do believe that there's something out there, but I don't believe in a lot of the information that was given to us. Yeah, me too, Rodner. Me too, bro. All right. So Kansas says they will be keeping communities of color in mind as they make further decisions on the vaccine. So we'll think about it. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep thinking about it. We ain't going. And here it is again. The decision to make blacks and Hispanics a priority has been backed by the CDC, which has also recommended a focus on racial equity in the next vaccine group, suggesting multi-generational families living in the same household should be included. Okay. Okay, and the reason that they said that is because it says often our Hispanic, Black, and tribal nations families care for their elderly in multi-generational households, and they are also at significant risk. So that means that, grandma's living with mom and dad got 3 kids and a dog, right? So you got multiple generations of the family all living in a house. And so if the elderly people are going to get it, then the whole family should get the vaccine. Makes sense, right? If one gets sick, then you can make grandma sick. If grandma gets sick, she might make the kid sick. Okay. The CDC has previously stated that race and ethnicity are risk markers for other underlying conditions that affect overall health outcomes, including access to medical care and exposure to the coronavirus at work. So in 2020, the CDC came out and said Black people need medical attention. The year is 2020. All right. Even though they had, the Tuskegee stuff going on, even though they had sickle cell anemia going on and, the whole AIDS epidemic, right? Now in 2020, Black people got the Rona. We need to pay attention to the Black folks. Because we're not American, right? Okay, so remember earlier I said that we like numbers, right? We like the facts. We want to see it. Okay, so this right here, this chart, let me make it bigger so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Can I move this over? Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm going to go from the top to the bottom and I'll read what the colors mean. This orange says unknown race. This lime green is indigenous. This lighter green is Asian. The regular green is Black. This bluish gray color is Latinos. This light turquoise here is the Pacific Islanders. And this long dark blue line is the whites. And then this gray is the other. Okay, so this chart, if you read the bottom here, let me highlight this. Can you guys see that? It says in the US, Black people and Latino people are almost 3 times more likely to die from COVID-19 than whites. Pictured above, the overall deaths up until December 8th. So I want you guys to really think about what that sentence just said. In the US, Black people and Latino people are almost 3 times more likely to die. And this chart is showing you the total amount of deaths. The only problem I have with this chart is that if you added this green line, which is the Black folks, and this blue line, this or gray line, which is the Latinos, and for shits and giggles, let's throw in our Native American friends, okay, which is this light green line up here. Okay, if you threw in all of them, so let's see, this is the Latinos right here. This is 2.5 bars, right? And this is so we're going to add another 2.5 bars. So that would bring us out. So this is half, 1, 2. Okay. You know what? I'm even going to add a whole bar just for other. Even if we added a whole bar, white people would still outnumber how many people have died from this. But they are putting an emphasis on Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, saying that we're more likely to die, even though they outnumber our deaths by way more. Is my math messed up? Is my math bad, guys? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me in the chat. Let me know if my math is bad. Let me know if I'm missing something, because it says here in the US, Black people and Latinos are almost 3 times more likely to die from COVID than whites. Pictured above the overall deaths up until December 8th, and this long gray line right here is the white people that have died. So we're more likely to die because somebody said so, but the numbers don't say that. The numbers are showing that white people are dying dramatically. Okay? It's all of this right here. This is the numbers, guys. This right here. This is the numbers. This is the facts, the table, the charts. This is what we want to see. So their words, the CDC came out and said that these two groups right here and this group right here, this little group, that is very important that these 3 groups right here get the vaccine first. What up, Laro? Thanks for coming through, bro. Okay. You guys look at the chart. This is the graph of the deaths in America from COVID. And right underneath the chart, it says in the US, Black people and Latino people are almost 3 times more likely to die from COVID-19 than whites. The CDC said we need to get this vaccine out. Not to these people, not to the people that are dying according to the CDC's numbers. That's the CDC chart right there. They came out and said, no, give it to these people. Give it to these guys. They need the vaccine. Give it to them. Yeah. Give it to them. They need it. They're dying off, guys. They're 3 times more likely to die, even though white people are dying at 3 times the rate if you add it, just looking at the chart. You could fit the blacks bar into this 3 times. You could fit the Latinos. Oh wait, no, the light blue is Latinos. The green up here is the blacks. You could fit the Latinos in there 3 times. Okay, so the amount of people in the Latin community that have already died, you would have to kill for each person 2 more people to catch up to how many white people have died. Same for the blacks. You would have to multiply the black deaths times 3 to catch up to how many white people have died from this. And the Native Americans, the indigenous, okay, but they're prioritizing this group, and this group for this vaccine. Exactly, bro. American Negro, yo. The flu, bro. Hey, the Rona killed the flu, bro. That's how strong this super bug is, man. It killed the flu. The flu is gone. But anyway, like I said, look at the chart. There's your numbers, guys. That's the CDC said. Hold on. I got ghosts. The CDC said that the minorities need to get this vaccine. It's very important that they get it first. And according to the map of all the people that agreed, blue is the people the states that are giving greater preference to minority communities. That's Joe Biden and friends. They have all agreed. Yeah, give it to the blacks. Give this vaccine to black folks. All right. I'm not going to tell you guys what you need to do. I'm just giving you the information as it's coming across, as it's being put out. Okay, like I said, read between the lines or just go with it. All right, let's see. One more. Let me see. No deaths reported from the flu. Yep. Okay. There was another thing here. Then they have this graph here, which makes absolutely no sense. It says cumulative U.S. COVID-19 deaths by race, ethnicity in all states, June 9th to December 8th. Okay, so they're saying from the summertime, we shot up, right? They're saying that the minorities shot up. But this graph tells us that these people been falling off. Okay? So everybody shot up, but they're trying to point it out. Like they're trying to make it out to say, oh, you know what? Yeah, no, blacks, Latins, and Hispanics, black and natives. Yeah, you guys need the vaccine. And then, okay, same article talking about CDC. Why is Bill Gates's wife mentioned? And what does she say? It also follows recommendations from Melinda Gates, who claimed that black people would be next, quite honestly, after healthcare workers in receiving the vaccine, as they are having disproportionate effects from COVID-19. Okay. If you believe the media, then this information is very helpful to you. If you don't believe the media, this information is very helpful to you. Okay. I'm one of those people that I've always said, they always tell you what they're doing. It's always out in plain sight. Okay. Again, this chart right here tells me blacks, Latinos, and natives don't need to be prioritized for this vaccine. Okay. The people that need to be prioritized, they sit on this long blue bar down here. That's who's truly getting killed off, right? That's how many people. Prioritize them. Give them that shit first. For the people that believe in all this, let those folks take it first. We'll wait. I'll watch. We'll wait. All right. So there was one more line in here that that caught my eye. Okay, here. While states will be able to make the final decisions on who gets the vaccine, there has to be guidance around those decisions so that they are fair and equitable across the country, Altman said. You don't want to have the kind of variations that people will look and say, this just wasn't fair. I just want to remind everybody that black folks live in heavily populated areas for the most part. So wherever the black folks are at, there's also white folks and there's also Latinos. Okay, why are we prioritizing this by race? Why are we separating this out into black, white, brown, or yellow? How about if somebody believes they need to have this and this clinic has the vaccine, this person should be able to go to this clinic and get the vaccine? Why are they making this into a racial issue? Why are we listening to Melinda Gates when it comes to the worldwide epidemic? And then here, rates of hospitalization and death from COVID-19 among blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are also 2 to 4 times higher than for whites. See what I'm saying? They tell us this, but the charts of the deaths don't match. So they try to switch up the wordplay, right? Instead of deaths, now it's the rates. Oh, they're getting hospitalized at a higher rate. Even though more white people are dying, they're saying give the vaccine to the blacks, the Latinos, and the natives. Make it make sense. Make somebody explain this to me. What does that mean? White people are dying, so give the other people the vaccine. In what world does that make sense? I need somebody to explain that to me. Break it down for me. Oh man, like yeah. All right, so what was it? Oh, oh, and they had to throw in some jabs, right? It says mistrust among black people is deep seated. Experts largely attribute it to medical experiments that were conducted during the eras of slavery and segregation. Yeah, because AIDS that, was spread throughout the 80s, that wasn't during slavery and that wasn't during segregation. Civil rights movement was in the 60s. So in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and the sickle cell anemia and the AIDS, those were still experiments. Okay. And they even tell you right there, remember Tuskegee, they tell you right here, medical experiments were conducted. History is doomed to repeat itself. Remember what I said? They always tell you, they always put it in plain sight. It says it right there. Experts largely attribute it to medical experiments that were conducted during the eras of slavery and segregation. So they didn't say the experiments weren't done. They're telling you right there, yeah, hey, they conducted some experiments on the black folks. And now black folks have a deep-seated mistrust for the medical community. Does that make sense? Hey, if anybody wants me to drop the link, man, let me know. I'll let you, come up in chat. Give me your thoughts. Agree or disagree. I want to hear somebody else's thoughts. I want to see if I'm the only one that's on this. I ain't going, no vaccine for me and my kids. Me being black, Latino, and Native. Okay. I got all three in me. No, I ain't going. Damn, Waldner, I heard about the 900 billion stimulus package. I did not read about the special people getting 500 million. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Why? Weren't they the ones that when everybody was on lockdown, they were out and parading in the streets and having weddings and stuff like that? Don't they already have enough, extra privileges in America? Why does that community specifically get extra money out of a stimulus package that's meant to help everybody? How come they don't just get the $600 like everybody else? Crazy. But all right, real quick, let's see. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to come up. You come up. Let me see. Invite. Copied. Close this. Go over here. Paste. All right, there's a link. If anybody wants to come up, give me your thoughts on it. I'll do one at a time. I don't want to hear people arguing or nothing like that. I'm not gonna have no crazy panel going off, but I'm more than willing to let you guys come up and let me know what you think. Sorry, I got my phone buzzing. Well, yeah, there's the link in the chat. I had another article that I wanted to show you guys. All right. Yeah, I saw this paragraph and it made me want to make sure that I got this out to everybody in this stream. The bottom of this second page that I'm looking at, ultimately, it's up to the states to determine who gets vaccinated first. The CDC's guidance is only a recommendation. Still, it's regrettable that the CDC has embraced an approach to racial equity that might keep people in need of the vaccine from getting it first. Right. Because we already know that this thing kills old folks. Okay. So why are you telling me that an Indian kid who's perfectly healthy, 23 years old, running around and they're doing good, living life. You know, the black kids that are doing good, the Hispanic kids are doing good, but they should get it before the old Asian dude or the old white dude that's 65 years old. They just retired, literally just retired. Okay, that's who supposedly is getting killed off by this thing. So they're prioritizing minorities over the people who are most affected by this thing. This is what trips me out. All right, this is what makes me, twitch a little bit when I think about this. All right. So okay, so we had that, and was there anything else in here? Yeah, this is just a whole bunch of political hoopla about progressive politics and stuff. But yeah, it says right there, to mitigate racial inequity, the CDC wants to vaccinate essential workers before the elderly. Okay, yeah, they said that in there. Yes, that makes sense, right? You got to give it to the healthcare workers first so that they don't make other people sick. All right, because they're around the sick people. Okay, after the healthcare workers, give it to the sick people. If the vaccine works, if you got the cure, give it to the people that need it, the people that are dying from it. Okay, the white community has 3 times as much deaths as any other community. They need this vaccine. I can wait. If anybody else feels differently out there, hey, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just saying I'm willing to wait. In fact, I'll wait forever. I don't believe in the vaccine. Okay? I know what happened in Tuskegee. I know what happened with sickle cell. I know what happened with the AIDS. It's about time. And I think I know what's going on with the Rona. I'll put it like that. All right. I'm gonna there you go, Water. Hey, yes, take your herbs, man, fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Eat your plants, inhale some good nature's energy. All right. Oxygen and whatever else nature might give us. Hey, there is a cure for everything that's natural on this planet. Okay. That's the whole purpose of the yin and the yang, man. Everything that is natural has a natural opposite. Okay, it's all out there, man. Eat your pineapples, eat your mangoes, eat your bananas. Okay. Inhale Mother's Earth, earthly gifts, whatever. Okay. Just take care of you guys yourselves, man. But all right, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. Here, let me get this off the screen. You guys tired of looking at this man? Wait, hold on. Okay, this was from November. Yeah, this is from November. This is just an article that I pulled up that was explaining how I was going to use this to show that they've been like plotting to get the blacks in line with the Rona and the vaccinations and stuff like that. Take the medicine. We can heal you. We're going to fix you. Okay. But they made it a point. I haven't heard nothing in the news about Latinos. They never mentioned Latinos. They never mentioned Native Americans. But they made sure that black people believed that we are more susceptible to this disease than anybody else. They made sure to put that out there. Right? And now that they have a vaccine, they're trying to tell us, hey, black folks, you guys take it first. You got first dibs, bro. Hey, equality, right? Go get it. Go get your medicine, man. Hurry up and get yours so I can get mine. That's what they're saying. I ain't going. I ain't gonna do it. All right. That's my thoughts, man. Hey, I want to appreciate everybody that did come out. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. I'm gonna go cruise these streets a little bit. And I'll see everybody out there. Again, take care of your mind. Okay, keep good things going in. Get rid of negative stuff that has no positive effect on your life. All right. Focus on what's important to you, and what you focus on is where you're going. Okay. Take care of your health as much as you can. Eat your fruits, vegetables, drink your water. All right. Exercise. Okay. And take peace time to relax your mind at times. All right. And then take care of your wealth, man. Learn how to make money, and then double that process and continue that process. All right. So until the next time, I'll let you guys go. I will see you out in these streets. All right. Take it easy. Aloha.